Okay, let me ask you something. And I want you to be honest with yourself.
Okay.
When did you last clean your phone? Like, really clean it. Go through everything. Delete the old photos you don't need. Remove the apps you downloaded once and never opened again. Clear out the long message threads from people you haven't spoken to in 2 years.
Honestly, maybe a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay, now, different question. When did you last clean your life?
My life?
Yes, your life. Not your phone, not your room, your actual life. Your habits, your thoughts, the stories you keep telling yourself, the patterns you keep repeating, the things that are taking up space but not actually helping you.
Oh, that's a much bigger question.
It is. And for most of us, the honest answer is I haven't. Not really. Not in a long time. Maybe not ever.
Yeah.
And today, we are talking about self-cleaning. What it actually means, why it matters, and the English to talk about it naturally and confidently.
And I will warn you. This one might make you think about your life in a way you haven't before.
In a good way, though.
In a very good way. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Speak Unstoppable, the podcast where we help you speak English naturally and confidently through real, honest conversations. I'm John.
And I'm Maria. So happy you're here with us today. This episode is for B1 to B2 learners. Intermediate to upper intermediate English.
How are you feeling today, Maria?
Honestly, a little lighter. Writing this episode made me do some real self-cleaning of my own, and I needed it more than I realized.
Same. I felt a little uncomfortable preparing this, but in a good way, like that feeling when you finally clean out a drawer that's been messy for months. You didn't want to start, but once you did, it felt so good.
Yes, exactly that feeling. Okay, before we start, thank you. Genuinely, thank you for choosing to learn English with us today. You could be anywhere right now, and you chose to be here. That means a lot to us. Let's go. John, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Do you ever feel heavy?
Heavy?
Not physically. Emotionally? Like you're carrying something, but you can't quite name what it is. You just know it's there, and it's slowing you down.
Oh. Yes. Actually, yeah.
And do you ever look at someone who seems free? Like they move through their life with this lightness, this ease, and you wonder, how? How do they do that?
All the time.
And the thing is, it's not that those people have fewer problems. It's not that their life is easier.
So what is it?
They clean. Regularly, they let things go. Habits that aren't helping them. Thoughts that repeat and repeat without leading anywhere useful. Relationships that take more than they give. Old versions of themselves that they've outgrown but are still holding on to.
Like cleaning a house.
Exactly like cleaning a house. If you never clean a house, it fills up. Slowly, over years. More and more things. Less and less space. Until moving around inside becomes difficult.
And your life can do the same thing.
Yes, and self-cleaning is the practice of clearing space. Not because everything in your life is bad, but because some things have run their time. And it's time to let them go. So, something better can come in.
Maybe this is you. You feel a little stuck, a little crowded inside. Like there's something you've been carrying for a long time and you're not even sure where it came from. Maybe you know this feeling too. Okay, let's start with something we all have. Habits.
Habits. Yes.
Everyone has them. Good ones, bad ones, and ones that used to be good but aren't anymore.
That last category is interesting. Used to be good, but aren't anymore.
Right. Because habits don't come from nowhere. Every habit started for a reason. Something made sense once.
Can you give an example?
Okay. Simple one. Checking your phone first thing in the morning. That habit might have started because you had an important job situation. You needed to see messages early. That made sense at the time.
Right.
But now, years later, maybe that situation is different. Maybe there's nothing urgent. But you still check your phone the moment you wake up. Every morning. Before you've even fully opened your eyes.
And you do it automatically. Automatic means without thinking, without deciding. It just happens.
And here's the problem with automatic habits you never question. They run your day without you choosing them. You're living on settings you programmed years ago. And you never updated them.
Oh, that's such a good way to put it. Settings you programmed years ago.
And some of those old settings, they're costing you. Every day. Without you realizing it.
So, how do you start seeing them?
One question. Ask yourself, for each regular habit in your day, is this still serving me? Serving me means helping me. Doing something useful for my life right now.
Not in the past. Right now.
Exactly. Not, did this ever help me? Does this help me right now? Today.
And if the answer is no?
You don't have to make a big dramatic announcement. Starting today, I am never doing this again forever.
Those never work.
They really don't. You make the promise with so much emotion and then 3 days later you're back to the habit.
So, what do you do instead?
Small, honest, 1-week experiment. Just say, I'm going to try something different for 1 week. Just 1 week. And see how I feel after.
And that's manageable. That doesn't feel like a life sentence. Just a test.
And usually, after 1 week of something different, you feel the difference clearly. And that feeling motivates the next week. And the next.
Small steps. Real change.
Maybe you know this feeling too. There's a habit you know isn't helping you. But it's familiar. And familiar, even when it's not good, feels safer than change. Because change is unknown. And unknown is uncomfortable.
Okay, this next one. I think this might be the most important part of the whole episode.
What is it?
Self-talk. The way you speak to yourself. Inside your head. That constant running conversation you have with yourself all day long.
Oh. Yeah.
Because here's a question. If you actually listened to how you talk to yourself, if someone recorded that inner voice and played it back to you, would you be comfortable hearing it?
Honestly? No, probably not.
Why not?
Because the things I say to myself when I make a mistake, or when something goes wrong, or even just when I'm having a hard day, they're not kind.
Right. You'd never say them to a friend.
Never.
But you say them to yourself. Without thinking. Automatically, I'm so stupid. Why can't I get this right? I always mess up. I'm terrible at this.
And we say these things so fast, so quietly, that we almost don't notice them.
But they accumulate. Day after day. Those small unkind sentences add up. And they become a background noise, a voice you just accept as the truth.
And that voice follows you everywhere.
Everywhere. Into new challenges, into new conversations, into your English. What if I say it wrong? What if they don't understand me? What if I look stupid?
Oh, the English one hits home.
It does for a lot of learners. And that negative self-talk is often what stops people from speaking. Not their level, not their vocabulary. The voice inside saying, "Don't try, you'll embarrass yourself."
So self-cleaning here means cleaning out that voice?
Cleaning it out and replacing it with something more honest. Not fake, not pretending everything is perfect, but honest and more useful.
What's the difference between honest and fake?
Okay, fake is, I'm amazing at English. I never make mistakes. Your brain knows that's not true, and it rejects it.
Right. It feels hollow.
Honest is, I'm still learning English. I make mistakes, and mistakes are how learning happens. That's true, and it's useful.
Oh, that is different.
And there's a phrase for this kind of honest, useful thinking. Reframing. Reframing means you look at the same situation, but from a different angle. A more helpful angle.
The situation doesn't change, but the way you describe it changes.
Yes. And the way you describe something determines how you feel about it. And how you feel about it determines what you do.
So the language inside your head is actually running your life.
More than most people realize. For example, instead of "I'm terrible at English," you say, "I'm in the middle of learning English. I'm not finished yet."
Both are honest, but one stops you. The other keeps you moving.
Instead of "I made such a stupid mistake," you say, "I made a mistake." That tells me where to focus next.
Instead of "I can't do this," you say, "I haven't figured this out yet."
Yet. That word changes everything. Yet means you're still in the process. Not finished. Not stuck. Moving.
I haven't figured this out yet. Oh, I like that.
And it's the truth. Most of the time when we say "I can't," we mean "I haven't yet." And yet is full of possibility.
Maybe you know this feeling too. You said something unkind to yourself today. Something you would never say to someone you love. It came out so fast you almost didn't notice. But it was there. And it left a small mark. Okay, I want to ask you something that might feel a little uncomfortable.
Go ahead.
Do you have people in your life who, after spending time with them, you feel worse than before?
Oh. Yes. Unfortunately,
Not because they're bad people. Not because they did something terrible. Just, after an hour with them, something in you feels a little smaller, a little heavier, a little less confident.
yes. I know exactly who you mean.
And on the other side, do you have people where, after spending time with them, you feel better? Clearer, more like yourself, more energized.
Yes. And those people are worth so much.
They are. And self-cleaning, when it comes to relationships, means being more honest about which is which, and making more intentional choices about where your energy goes.
Intentional. This is such an important word. Intentional means on purpose, with a clear reason, not by accident, not just drifting.
And most of us, if we're honest, are not very intentional with our energy. We just give it to whoever asks, whoever is loud, whoever is there.
And then we wonder why we feel so tired.
So there's a phrase in English for people and situations that take your energy. Energy drains. A drain is something that removes liquid, like the drain in a sink. And an energy drain is something or someone that removes your energy, leaves you empty.
And the opposite. Energy sources. Things and people that fill you up.
And when you start seeing your life through this lens, a lot becomes very clear very fast.
But I want to say something important here.
What's that?
We are not saying cut people out. We are not saying be cold. We are not saying build walls around yourself.
No, absolutely not.
Human connection is precious. We need people. We need warmth and closeness and belonging.
What we're saying is be more intentional. Be more honest with yourself about where your energy goes. And make small, quiet adjustments.
Gradually. Gradually means slowly over time. Not all at once. Not dramatically.
Just quietly. Over weeks and months, choose differently. A little more time with the people who lift you. A little less with the ones who drain you.
And you don't explain it. You don't make a speech about it. You just choose.
Maybe you know this feeling too. You spent time with someone, and afterwards you felt completely exhausted. Not from anything you did, just from being around them. And you went home and felt emptier than when you left.
Okay, this last one. I think it's the deepest one.
What is it?
We all have a story about ourselves. A narrative. Narrative means the story you tell about who you are.
Right. Like, I'm a shy person. Or I'm not good with technology. Or I've never been good at languages.
Yes. And some of these stories started with something real. Something happened. You failed at something. Someone told you something about yourself. You struggled in a certain area.
And you took that moment and turned it into a permanent story.
Yes. I failed that exam became I'm not smart. I felt nervous in that conversation became I'm a shy person. I struggled with English once became I'm not good at languages.
And then you start acting from that story. Like it's the truth, like it's fixed.
And here's the thing. Stories can be rewritten. You are not the same person you were 5 years ago, 3 years ago, even 1 year ago.
But we forget that. We keep living from old descriptions of ourselves.
And self-cleaning here means asking a brave question. Is this story still true? Or is it old? Is it outdated? Am I still carrying a description of myself from a chapter that already ended?
Like wearing clothes that don't fit anymore. Because you bought them years ago. But you never thought to check if they still fit.
Exactly. And sometimes they don't. Sometimes you've grown. And the old story is too small for who you are now.
So what do?
You try on a new one. Carefully. Honestly, I used to struggle with English. Now I'm learning. And I'm getting better every week. That's a new story. And it's true.
And every time you do something that proves the new story, it gets stronger.
Every English conversation you have, every new word you use, every episode you listen to, That's evidence for the new story.
And evidence is powerful. It builds the new story from the inside.
Maybe you know this feeling too. You're still telling yourself a story about who you are that came from something that happened a long time ago. And maybe it's time to ask whether that story still fits, whether it's still yours, or whether it belongs to an older version of you who needed a different story at a different time.
Can I share something that I realized while writing this episode?
Please.
For a long time, I thought self-cleaning, this idea of letting things go, removing old habits, changing the inner voice, all of that, I thought it meant something was wrong with me, like I was a broken thing that needed fixing.
Oh, I think so many people feel that.
And that thought made the whole idea feel heavy, like an admission of failure.
So, what changed?
I changed the word. I stopped thinking of it as fixing, and I started thinking of it as maintenance. Maintenance means regular care, not because something is broken, but because you want it to keep working well.
Like servicing a car.
Exactly. You don't service a car because it's broken. You service it to keep it running well, to prevent problems, to make sure it stays in good condition.
And the most well-running cars are the ones that get serviced regularly.
And the same is true for people. The most grounded, most effective, most clear people I know, they do this regularly. They check in with themselves. They ask what's working and what's not. They make small adjustments. They let go of things that have run their time.
Quietly. Without drama. Without making it a big event.
Because it's just maintenance. Not a crisis. Just care.
And I think there's something else worth saying here. Self-cleaning takes courage. Real courage.
Why do you say that?
Because letting go of something familiar, even if it's not helping you, is genuinely hard. The familiar feels safe. The known feels comfortable, even when it's not good for you.
And choosing something different, something new, something unknown, that takes bravery.
So, if you do any self-cleaning today, even one small thing, that is a brave act. Don't minimize it.
Remember this. Self-cleaning is not about being broken. It is about making space for better things. Say that again. Self-cleaning is not about being broken. It is about making space for better things. Write that down somewhere you can see it. Because the next time you feel resistant, the next time self-cleaning feels too hard or too heavy, read that sentence.
Okay, everyone. Let's slow down now. Word tour time. This is the part of the episode where we go through the most important words and phrases from today. Slowly. Clearly.
Ready? Word 1. Automatic. This means happening without thinking, without deciding. It just runs on its own. Example 1. Her habit of scrolling through her phone at night was completely automatic. She didn't even realize she was doing it until she'd already been on it for an hour. Example 2. Negative self-talk is often automatic. You say it before you even know you're saying it. Notice what is automatic in your life. The automatic things run your day without your permission. Once you see them, you can choose them. Or not.
Word 2. Serving you. This phrase means helping you, doing something genuinely useful for your life right now, not in the past. Now, example 1. She stopped and asked, "Is this habit still serving me?" And when she realized the honest answer was no, she decided to try something different. Example 2. Some friendships, some habits, some ways of thinking, they stop serving you as you grow. And that is okay. It is natural. It is not a failure. If something is no longer serving you, You are allowed to let it go. You don't need a dramatic reason. You just need honesty.
Word 3. Reframing. This means looking at the same situation from a different, more helpful angle. You don't change the facts. You change how you describe them. Example 1. Instead of saying I'm terrible at English, she reframed it as I'm in the middle of learning English. Both honest. Very different energy. Example 2. Reframing is not pretending. It's not saying everything is fine when it's not. It's finding the more useful, more accurate, more forward-moving description of what's true. Reframing is a skill. And like all skills, it gets easier the more you practice it.
Word 4. Energy drain. This means a person or situation that takes your energy away, leaves you feeling empty or tired or heavy after. Example 1. She realized that certain conversations were energy drains. Every time she left them, she felt worse than before she started. Example 2. Comparing yourself to others on social media can become an energy drain if you're not careful. Your energy is not unlimited. It is a resource. Know where it's going. And choose more carefully.
Word 5. Intentional. This means doing something on purpose, with a clear reason behind it, not by accident, not because it just happened, because you chose it. Example 1. He became more intentional about who he spent time with. He stopped saying yes automatically and started asking, does this add to my life or take from it? Example 2. Intentional language. Choosing carefully how you speak to yourself and about yourself changes how you see yourself over time. Most people go through life accidentally. Intentional people go through it on purpose. Be one of those people.
Word 6. Gradually, this means slowly, over time, not all at once, in small steps, without drama or rush. Example 1. She didn't change everything overnight. She cleaned her habits gradually, one small decision at a time, over weeks and months. Example 2. Confidence, real confidence, builds gradually, through experience, through evidence, not through a sudden decision. Gradual is not slow. Gradual is sustainable. Gradual is what lasts.
Word 7. Narrative. This means the story, the description, the way you put together events and facts into a story that means something. Example 1. His narrative about himself was years old. He had changed, but the story hadn't. Example 2. The narrative you tell about your English journey determines how you feel every time you speak. Old narratives can be updated. They are not fixed. They are not permanent. You wrote the first version. You can write the next one.
Word 8. Maintenance. This means regular care, not fixing something broken, just keeping something in good condition so it keeps working well. Example 1. She thought of her weekly self-reflection as maintenance, not therapy, not crisis management, just regular care. Example 2. Regular practice is maintenance for your English. It keeps the skill sharp. It prevents it from getting rusty. See self-cleaning as maintenance, not as proof something is wrong. As proof you care enough to keep working.
Okay. Practical time. Because knowing is one thing. Doing is another.
One thing. Just one. Here it is. A simple self-cleaning check. 3 areas. 5 minutes.
Tell me.
Area 1. Habits. Think of one habit in your daily life that you know is not serving you anymore. Just one. Not 10. Not a list. 1. Write it down. And write one small alternative. One different thing you could try this week instead.
Area 2. Self-talk. Think of one negative sentence you say to yourself regularly. Something unkind. Something you'd never say to a friend. Write it down. And next to it, write the reframe. The more honest, more useful version.
Area 3. energy. Think of one thing in your life that is regularly draining your energy without giving anything back. One thing. Just notice it. Name it. And make one small decision about it. Even if that decision is just, I'm going to be more aware of this.
3 areas. 5 minutes. Honest answers.
And here is your sentence for today. Practice saying this out loud. I am letting go of blank because it is no longer serving me. And I am making room for blank.
Say it now, with something real in the blank. Something from your actual life.
I am letting go of blank because it is no longer serving me. And I am making room for blank.
Again. Slowly, honestly.
I am letting go of blank because it is no longer serving me. And I am making room for blank.
That sentence is simple, and it is one of the most powerful things you can say to yourself. Use it.
Okay, everyone. Comment challenge time.
This week we have one question for you. Just one. What is one thing you are ready to let go of? It can be a habit, a thought, an old story about yourself, an old pattern, anything. Just one thing.
Write it in the comments. In English, even just one sentence, because saying it, even in a comment, makes it real. And real is where change begins.
And your answer might help someone else start their own self-cleaning today.
We read every single comment. Everyone. And we love hearing from you.
If this episode helped you today, please give it a like. It really helps more people find us. And subscribe to Speak Unstoppable if you haven't yet. New episodes every day. Real English. Real life. Real conversations.
Thank you for being here today. You showed up. You listened. And maybe today you leave just a little bit lighter than when you arrived.
Let go of what no longer serves you.
Make room for what does.
Bye, everyone.